All right, welcome back in. Well, in recent weeks, we've had stories and heard stories of refugees from South Africa who have made headlines and sparked even more discussions about the requirements for asylum seekers looking to come here to America.
That's right. Allie Martin spoke with a family who immigrated from South Africa more than 20 years ago. They still have family in their home country and recently returned from there. Here's their story.
During their recent trip to South Africa, Koos Badenhorst and his wife Antoinette say they didn't recognize the country they grew up in.
On the main road that says hijacking hotspot, it means that if anything goes wrong with your car, you're in trouble.
The transportation in South Africa is completely down. The postal services is to a point where it's non-existing anymore.
The Badenhorst immigrated to the United States in 1999 when Koos got a job as a computer consultant at Lane Furniture. What started as a 6-month contract turned into an 8-year job. The family decided to make America their home, going through the steps to become U.S. citizens. Antoinette owns Porcelain by Antoinette and teaches classes online and around the world. Their 4-month trip to South Africa included porcelain workshops and visits with family and friends. Koos says the violence against farmers is well documented and is encouraged by some leaders in the ruling party, the ANC.
There are a huge amount of South African farmers that were brutally killed in their farm. One of my own friends was burned with an iron on her arm. They attacked them on the farm, they burned her with an iron and traumatized.
As they look over the thousands of photos taken on their recent trip, their first to South Africa in 11 years, the Badenhorst are not hopeful things will change anytime soon for their native land.
I think there's people that's profiting of the situation the way it is right now. And with any situation where there's a lot of deterioration, I think from my little bit of experience, it takes at least 50 to 100 years to get that changed around.
And while they miss their family and friends, the couple is happy to be back in America.
When we touched down in the USA, it felt so great. We felt this is home.
Telling your story in Saltillo, Allie Martin, WCBI News.
South Africa's president is in Washington, D.C. to visit with President Donald Trump about restoring trade relations. The two are also expected to discuss the reported persecution of farmers.